So I'm Kimberly Clayton, and I am the branch manager at the Monroe County Library. And I'm going to read an excerpt from Richard Wright's Native Son. I was introduced to this book only a few years ago. My mom told me about it and explained to me how she couldn't finish reading it because it was so racially profound, because it was in an age where she grew up. And so it prompted me to want to read it to see. So I'm going to read one of the passages that I remember the most. For a long time after she had gone, he did not move from his tracks. Then slowly he looked round the basement, turning his head like an animal with eyes and ears alert, searching to see if anything was amiss. The room was exactly as he had left it last night. He walked about looking closer. All at once he stopped, his eyes widening. Directly in front of him he saw a small piece of blood-stained newspaper lying in the livid reflection cast by the cracks in the door of the furnace. Had Peggy seen that? He ran to the light and turned it out, and ran back and looked at the piece of paper. He could barely see it. That meant that Peggy had not seen it. How about Mary? Had she burned? He turned the light back on and picked up the piece of paper. He glanced to the left and the right to see if anyone was watching, then opened the furnace door and peered in, his eyes filled with the vision of Mary and her bloody throat. The inside of the furnace breathed and quivered in the grip of fiery coals, but there was no sign of the body, even though the body's image hovered before his eyes, between his eyes, and the bed of coals burning hotly. Like the oblong mound of fresh clay of a newly made grave, the red coals revealed the bent outline of Mary's body. He had the feeling that if he simply touched that red oblong mound with his finger, it would cave in and Mary's body would come into full view, unburnt. That was the excerpt after Bigger had accidentally choked one of his bosses, and he put her body in the furnace. This book is absolutely amazing. It talks about a lot of racial issues, and I think everybody should take a chance to pick up this one banned book.